I'm Hazel, it's Saturday again, which makes it time to sit down and catch up on the WoW news of the week, most importantly the updates to the ongoing Blizzard situation. This week had a major development with J. Allen Brack, the former leader of Blizzard, officially stepping down. He will be replaced by a pair of executives who are going to co-lead. This is a big change that's not terribly unexpected at this point. I don't think that there's anything really that Brack could have done or said now, in current time, without inventing time travel, that would regain the trust that he would have needed, and that trust and leadership is going to be important for Blizzard to fix things. It remains to be seen what the new pair will do. That's something that time will tell. They released a lovely announcement statement with lots of great words about inclusion and diversity. No actual updates on actual changes, but, you know, maybe that'll be on its way. Speaking of changes, the Activision employees that organized the ActiBliz walkout last week have formed an official coalition with the ABK Workers Alliance. ABK in this case stands for Activision Blizzard King. It includes workers from many different game studios under the Activision umbrella, so more than just Blizzard, but including Blizzard. This week, they released a new letter directed at Bobby Kotick and the executive team in the wake of Bobby hiring Wilmer Hale for the audit. IGN published it, and I will link the full thing down below. Essentially, it calls out that the leadership statements last week said a lot of things about listening and improvement, but ignored addressing their 4 specific demands that would create actual change. Those being an end to forced arbitration, inclusive hiring practices, pay transparency, and an audit by an employee-chosen third party. I think at this point, we've all seen companies do the thing where after a scandal, they wheel out all the PR speak and they say the nice things that everybody wants to hear to try to calm the public down, and then go back to doing exactly the same things that got them into trouble in the first place because the status quo actually suited them just fine, and the only problem was that people found out about it. It's refreshing to see the Workers' Alliance so clearly call them out on this and reiterate the demands that have been so far ignored. The letter also strongly criticizes the choice of Wilmer Hale for the audit on the grounds of their pre-existing relationship with Activision executives and history of anti-workers' rights activities. The Workers' Alliance now has an official Twitter account at @ABetterABK, which we can follow for updates. In the wake of all of this, 3 major advertisers have pulled their sponsoring temporarily from Overwatch League and Call of Duty Esports pending a reevaluation, so if the media burn wasn't applying enough pressure, then perhaps that will help. Over in WoW this week, there have been some hot fixes, and the most notable one that I want to highlight is that death gates have been added to the Sanctum raid to help us all get around. This raid has had some of the longest runs that I've ever seen. I don't know exactly where these death gates are yet, and honestly, if you told me, I don't know if I would be able to parse that. I feel like I just walk in the raid, follow everybody, and then hope there's somebody for me to follow, otherwise I'm gonna get hopelessly lost. But hopefully that helps cut down on run back times, because it is a big place made for, you know, the jailer with his big long jailer legs, and all of us on our little, you know, stumpy gnome feet and stuff without any horses have a hard time in there. Speaking of Sanctum, my rating team has been working through that. We are now 8 of 10 heroic after last week's progression. We're at sort of a phase in the tier where the majority of people are now getting their domination socket bonuses going, so we're hitting kind of like a big power boost, and we're finding that we're able to make much faster progress than we were before, so that's kind of fun. I also got my Keystone Master this week. I've been doing a ton of keys, but I'm probably going to be doing less now because I'm finished. I got my mount. I do still think that I want to try and push some higher key levels just because I've been really enjoying playing this season. I like the Tormented Affix a lot, and it's a nice way to spend time with friends, which has been nice lately. I will say, if you're on the fence about pursuing Keystone Master this season because you're not sure about the rating system, on the other side of having done it, it does feel like it was easier than getting Keystone Master in Season 1 because it wasn't quite so life or death about having to find like a particular key that you still needed for your achievement. It was a lot more flexible. I did not find that I needed to get 15s in everything in both difficulties to get the requisite score, and I found it was like a little less punishing if you just barely missed a timer. So overall, I would say a better experience this season, and definitely worth going for if it's something that you were thinking about doing anyways. And that's been the week. Thanks for watching. See you next Saturday, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.